Now this is a short session. It's a session about the postgraduate programs offered by the business faculty at Macquarie University. In this day and age, there's no shortage of information. If you guys want to find out stuff about our courses, it's easy. It's out there. You go to our website and you'll be overwhelmed by information. So in these sessions, what I try to do is try and give you a taste for the feel of the place. You'll get the facts, and you can talk to us and get even more facts. What you can't get, I suspect, is just a feel for what it's like to study at Macquarie, how we see ourselves, the kind of offerings we have, how we position ourselves compared to other universities. So it's a short session today. We won't spend a lot of time here. My colleagues are here. We have lots of people who can talk about the details, so that won't be a problem at all if you have questions. But I'll try and give you that top-down view, perhaps, as we go through this session. So let me get myself organised here. That's me, in case you're wondering. We're a big faculty. We have over 8,000 students in the faculty from 70 different countries. That's a big, diverse group. It makes it interesting for us to try and manage that group. It's a big exercise to manage this faculty. There's a lot of people involved in doing it well, and we do it well. But that size comes with significant advantages. It's not just that we can offer huge diversity of experiences, which is very important, I think, in this day and age. It's also that we have the scale to do it really well. We have a big faculty, we have a lot of students, and we can afford to offer some quite specialised offerings and quite specific offerings to people. If you come to us, you'll see that your choices are very, very broad. You'll have lots of things that you can do with us. Amongst those things, we have departments in accounting and corporate governance, we have a department of economics, we have a department of marketing and management, and we have a department of applied finance actuarial studies. So that gives you a sense of the breadth of our offerings. And I'll talk a little bit in a while about the actual degrees we offer. But we have the largest accounting department in any Australian university. It's a very big department, again, and that size gives us a richness of offerings. We have the longest running actuarial program in Australia. It's the first actuarial program, in fact, an education institution in the world. So we have a huge history in that discipline. Our Master of Applied Finance program is actually the largest applied finance program in the world. There's at any one time, there's about 1,000 students enrolled in it. It's a huge program, over multiple countries. And we have an extraordinarily diverse Department of Marketing and Management. They're kind of the facts. So it's easy to say those things, and you say, yes, that's interesting, isn't it? But it doesn't give you a sense of how we see ourselves and who we are. I think the key thing the message I want to leave you with today, more than anything else, and I'll come back to this a few times as I talk, is that we're applied and engaged. That's the important thing from our point of view. If you want to do something highly theoretical, you can do it with us. I'm not saying you can't do it, and you might compare us to other universities. But if you want something that's applied and engaged and focused on careers in one of our disciplines, I don't think you can do better than come to us. Because that's how we see ourselves. That's what's special about us from our point of view. We spend a lot of time looking at our programs, making sure they're aligned with industry, aligned with professions, aligned with our students getting jobs, if I can be quite so blunt about it. We see most of our students having careers in the disciplines they study with us, and that's what we're trying to achieve. And we spend a lot of time doing that. We have accreditations, I'll talk about that in a second, which enforces an alignment with industry bodies and the professional bodies. We have industry advisory boards we talk to non-stop to make sure that what we do, again, is aligned with the needs of industry. We have industry lecturers, we have industry content, we have a career service, we have internships. We also spend at postgraduate level a lot of time thinking about soft skills, and soft skills is a phrase that gets used very often. But can I tell the people in this room that when we talk to employers, the thing they say to us most of all is the domain content's really important. We get that, and you've got to teach these guys really well, and we'll do that for you. But if you want to move into a successful career in industry, you need more than that. You need an ability to actually work in industry, and we do spend time also making sure that you acquire those skills, because we don't think it's just enough to pump you full of technical knowledge, then send you out into the world. It's a career for failure, quite frankly. And I can't tell you, every industry advisory board we have, we sit down and talk to them, and the message comes through so loud, so clear, so compellingly. Success for us is really our students having the careers they want, and some will be in research, and I'll talk about that in a second in case some people here are interested in research. But most of our people are interested in careers, and success for us is our students having great careers. So here's a list of degrees we offer, and I'm not going to go through that list because that would be both daunting and boring, because each person here will have a narrower interest, so there's no point going through the whole thing. Information is rich on the website, but you'll see that we have master's programs in accounting, in actuarial practice, in applied finance and economics, international business, and also in commerce. And the commerce degree has specializations in accounting, actuarial studies, business management, organization. I'm doing what I said I wouldn't do, I'm reading them out, but economics, finance, financial crime and governance, human resource management and marketing. An incredibly rich set of offerings. I'm struggling to think of the kind of things people might be interested in a career that they can't find on that list. Okay, so I encourage you to think about those offerings and to think about the detail to see if they do suit you. We spend time getting accreditations. It's nice to have a slide full of these logos, and that's all very nice. The reason we do it is to make sure we have that strong alignment with both industry and the professional bodies. Okay, I mean, there's lots there. There's accounting bodies there. There's finance bodies. I won't try and go through them, but the Institute of Actuaries or there's lots of people there. But the point is, by having those accreditations, that encourages and enforces, quite frankly, a relationship between us and those bodies. It means that we have that really strong alignment with the needs and the views of the profession. So again, when you leave our courses, you go out, you've got that alignment with how the world works. So what I've got here is some random issues, if you like, the things I'll make sure I mention to you. But let me try and step back a second and think about why would you come to Macquarie? Why would you do postgraduate? Even go back to that point. Why would you do postgraduate study? Different people do it for different reasons, and there are lots of good reasons. There's no one reason. Some people do it because they've done their undergraduate and they want to move on and enhance their skills. That's fine. Some people want to actually be career changers. They might have done an arts degree and want to move into more of a business discipline. That's absolutely fine too. We can handle both of those things. Some people are already working and they want to do one of those things. They might want to enhance their skills, or they might want to take their undergraduate in a different discipline and convert it to a discipline more aligned with their work. We can do those things too. All those things are fine. You might be thinking in terms of your career and start to recognize that as you move through your career, having a master's degree on your CV is a powerful thing. Nothing's compulsory in life, nothing's, you have to have. But in this day and age, having that thing that sets you apart becomes more and more important. So having a master's degree, particularly in a relevant discipline, if your undergraduate discipline was perhaps more general, is a very powerful and very useful thing. So my point really is that there are all sorts of good reasons for doing postgraduate study. Okay, there's probably some bad reasons too, but the reasons I described are the good reasons. Just avoiding getting a job, I think some would probably call a bad reason, but we don't have that problem because being a business faculty, we are we are aligned that way. So whatever need you have, come and talk to us because we can help you understand what that means in our framework, how you can convert that need that you see for your career into our framework of degrees. So let me mention a few things just quickly. We are open to non-business graduates. I said that before. If you've got a non-business undergraduate, for example, no problem at all. We have lots of conversion degrees that will get you into our programs. We've got, if you have a relevant undergraduate, you'll find there are pathways that take some time off the degrees. And again, there's detail involved in that. We can talk to you about that. We're very flexible in the way we offer things, and the offerings, daytime, nighttime, intensive, week by week. There's all sorts of offerings we have. There are fast-track options for CPA and CIMA qualifications. We can help you with fee help and those kind of things. We can help you with career advice. And in terms of the logistics of studying with us, some programs like the Master of Applied Finance are taught here in the city. Others are taught at North Ryde on campus. But we have our own station. We're the only university in Australia with its own railway station. Jump on the train. It's quick. It's easy. It's no problem at all. Okay, that's enough for me just for the time being. I'm going to introduce a speaker now, Nick Crawley. Now, I've been introducing people for a lot of years in different functions. All sorts of people, all sorts of interesting people. I introduced Maggie Thatcher to a Japanese audience at one point. So, I've done interesting introductions. Nick, I think you might be near the top, quite frankly.
Okay.
Anyone who calls himself a practicing theoretical astrophysicist, an entrepreneur, an exotic fruit farm owner, gets some kind of prize.
Okay.
So can I throw to you, Nick,
Yeah,
and just to chat to us? Thank you.
All right.